The Security Council. The Security Council is the most important organ of the UNO. There are two types of members of the Security Council, that is permanent members and non-permanent members. The five permanent members are USA, UK, France, Russia and China. The other 10 non-permanent members are elected by General Assembly for the 2 years on regional basis. No country can be elected as a member immediately on the expiry of its term. The decision in the Security Council are taken by majority. But if any permanent member disagrees to the decision of the Security Council, it cannot be carried out even if all the other four members agree. This is called the veto power of the five big permanent members. Thus, the Security Council can be crippled by the exercise of veto power by any one of the permanent member. Veto power is like the heart trouble of the UNO system. Functions of Security Council. The foremost responsibility to maintain the international peace and security is entrusted to the Security Council. It can investigate disputes and recommend the ways and means for the peaceful settlement. It can ask the fighting nations to settle their differences by peaceful means. For example, it may suggest to them mediation or arbitration. It can impose an embargo or to stop the trade on nations that do not act accordingly to the direction of the Security Council. It can order the military action against a state which persists in disturbing the peace and security of the world. It can also expel a state from the membership of the UNO if it does not act according to the UN Charter. It also recommends the admission of the new member states to the UNO. The Economic and Social Council. The main objective of Economic and Social Council is free the world from want. There are 54 members in the Economic and Social Council of the UNO. These members are elected by the General Assembly for 3 years term. 1/3 of its members retire every year. The new members are elected by General Assembly to fill these vacancies. This council deals with economic, social, cultural, and humanitarian problems. It tries to promote cooperation among the member nations or states in these areas of activities in order to secure the lasting peace in this world. The council works under the supervision of General Assembly. It supervises the work of specialized agencies. The Trusteeship Council. This council was established for the better administration of those territories which were once in the possession of Germany, Italy, and Japan. The main objective of this council is to help those territories to attain their independence from their foreign rule. 11 such territories were placed under the UNO after the Second World War. That all such territories had become independent by 1994. International Court of Justice. It consists of 15 judges who are jointly elected by the General Assembly and the Security Council. They are elected for 9 years, with 1/3 of judges retiring every 3 years. No two judges should belong to one country. A retiring judge can be re-elected. The headquarters of International Court of Justice are in Hague in Holland. The court gives legal opinion to any organ of the UN on request, but its opinion is not binding on the UN organs. The court also decides the legal matters between the states or countries, but it can do so only when both or all the contending parties agree to bring the issue before the court. The Secretariat. The Secretariat is the administrative wing of the UNO. The Secretariat is headed by Secretary General, who act as the de facto spokesperson and leader of the UNO. There are about 10,000 staff members selected from different countries working in the Secretariat. As the international employees, they have to take an oath that they will not receive any instruction from their own country. They all work under the guidance and command of the Secretary General. They help the UNO to carry out its responsibilities as best as possible. Achievements of the UNO. The UNO has many achievements to its credit. For one thing, it has been able to prevent the outbreak of Third World War. It has been largely helpful in maintaining the world peace. The three Indo-Pakistan Wars of 1947, 1965 and 1971, the Palestinian War of 1948, Israel and Egypt War of 1967, Korean War of 1953 and many other wars came to an end by the UNO intervention. Indonesia, Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, etc. have won their independence due to the UNO efforts. By imposing the economic sanctions or restriction against the South African government, it played the important role in challenging the apartheid rule in South Africa. It has worked continuously for the protection and preservation of the human rights around the world countries. It has been trying hard to bring about the check of almond rice and to use the atomic energy for peaceful purposes. At last, in the social, economic, cultural, and education fields, the UNO has done extremely well through its specialized agencies.